Guys, it's time to come clean. My disc golf form sucks. Let me tell you why. First off, in order to get a good view of what I'm talking about, we need to backtrack. Let me just go back in my mind to way back to like the other night, like maybe last night, maybe towards actually early this morning, maybe around like 12:35 to be more exact. I stumbled across as I was scrolling on YouTube because I couldn't fall asleep, probably because I was scrolling on YouTube and also thinking of content ideas, but mainly just scrolling on YouTube. I found this video that stood out to me more than any other video I looked at because you know why? I'll tell you why. This is the title of the video right here. So naturally, if it had your name and asked if you had reached your full potential, you would click on it too. And so I clicked down that thing faster than a bug flies towards a lantern. And it was actually very entertaining, very interesting. And I found out that my form could be a whole lot better to where I could get 50 to 100 feet more distance. That's the rumor going around on this YouTube app that I've apparently missed for like 3 years, because in the form he's critiquing, it's like my form like 3 years ago. I know it was 3 years ago because I'm the whole size of the Michelin man selling Michelin tires. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to break down exactly what he was saying I am doing wrong, and even better, I'm going to try to fix it using statistics. And that's from Lego Batman. Great movie. I don't want to, just go watch it. Let's get right into it. I'm excited for this. This is going to be so much fun. I can't wait to see how bad I am, but how good we're going to make it. Let's go. So, the main thing that he was talking about, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm just focusing on the main points here. The main thing he was talking about was the fact that when I turned to throw, he said all my arm mechanics were great, so that's great. That's really encouraging to me. I'm going to put this mic on the hat. Hopefully you guys can still hear me just fine. But the main thing he was saying is when I throw, when I get to here, this whole leg is pointed straight back to you guys, when my whole other body, well, it's one body, but my whole other parts of my body are turning this way to throw. So what this does is it completely just drains everything that I worked up in the run-up. All the goodies that I had in the run-up, generating power, supposed to be here, in L shape to throw. It's here, and it's gone. It's more, instead of generating me more power, what my leg is doing is actually anchoring me so I don't get more power, if that makes sense. So it's like, it's an anchor. What am I, a ship that I need such an anchor? No, as Teddy D. Roosevelt said, in order to get to a port, you must sail. Untie the anchor, sail. Sail into the light. Leave those dock days behind. I wrote that. I said that one. So the main point of today, what we're trying to do, is stop my leg from being crooked and be straight L. I need an L, not a straight. So I can generate that power from the hips that we're getting in there from the run-up and making a clean twist, and all of that's generating up into my body, into my arm, and driving forward and getting more distance. I'm just going to throw a normal shot right now and see if we can see what he's talking about. So I'm going to throw, and then I'm going to go back to the camera, watch the form, and see what I need to critique. Here we go. I'm going to try a big shot. I'm just going to go for a big shot, all right? Stretch it out a little bit. Yep, get a good stretch going. I'm going to do a run up, and I'm going to try my hardest to keep my foot where it should be. Guys, he's right. He's right. I don't know why I never noticed this on any of the coverage I rewatched, but I am completely backwards. My foot is completely backwards, and that is just letting out every momentum that I had built up ready to throw. So now when I get to here, I'm only relying on arm speed and the little twist that I have left. since I opened up my hips way too early and caused a deactivation throughout my whole body to throw. So that is what we need to fix. I'm gonna throw this. I'm gonna try my best to just think about it, mentally put my foot sideways when I throw, and we'll see how it goes. I think this is gonna be a lot harder than I anticipated to change. We might have to go back to the drawing board and just start with standstills. That's what we have to do, which I highly recommend. It's so funny because a lot of the times people are like, oh yeah, you go do field work and all this and try to practice your long drives and everything. The way I practice is I actually love starting with standstills because you just get your form down so quick. And it's like people overlook it, but really if you're throwing far on standstills, like ready? So I can just put my foot here, ready? I want it right there. And I can just practice the bend into the shot instead of opening up. So if I can just do that consistently with standstills a lot of the time, then it'll be easier to do in a run-up. So let's see how we can do on a standstill. It's funny watching some of the pros out there, like for instance, like one that comes to mind is Corey Ellis, who throws a country mile, but it's like he lines up sideways on the tee. So he comes like this, then all his steps are perfect because he's not coming up at the front way. So like when I line up on the tee pad, I'm coming here and then turning like this, which I feel like most people do. But what that does is it does give you that chance to open up your back leg like I do. But with someone like Corey, he never has to worry about it because all of his steps are perfect. Perfectly timed, perfectly placed. So that might be something I need to incorporate in the future. Kind of just like making sure I'm putting my foot where it needs to be and lining up the ways I need to that are easier to do that. So that's something to keep in mind for those of you who are struggling with the problem I have. So guys, we can work on this together. We can be buddies and conquer this giant together. I went to the chiropractor today and he was like, hey, when you play disc golf, make sure to throw some reps with your left hand so you can balance out the left side too. So we gotta do what the chiropractor says. Throw some lefties. Oh wow, actually. Oh, ow. For you, chiropractor. The main thing is, my leg is backwards, it's supposed to be here. That's what I'm gonna be trying to fix, here or here. And if I don't, then I will have reached my full potential as a pro disc golfer. Washed up at 23, imagine that. At McDonald's, do you have any job openings? Because I am washed up. How old are you? 23. No, it's not me. We gotta work on this. So I will be doing this for the next couple weeks before tour starts. Exactly 3 weeks. I will be down in Florida, chilling on the white beaches. No, that's not true at all. I will be grinding my butt at Olympus to win back-to-back Supreme Flight Opens. That's my goal. But so for the next 3 weeks, I'll be coming out here and doing short little standstill shots or throws until I work up to a full drive. And then we're gonna blast out of here with all that new power and get 50 to 100 feet more distance. Huge shout out to Slingshot Disc Golf for posting that video. Go like their content, watch their content, sub to them, and sub to me and like my stuff if you want to. Or if you hate it, just don't like it because you hate it. But that wraps up this video, and hopefully your disc golf suggested YouTube page brings you this video faster than the other video was brought to me. So thank you guys for watching.